Good evening, everyone. I'm Chris, and welcome to a bonus Monday episode of Rift Amps. So I actually feel a little bit guilty because yesterday's video doesn't include or didn't have a lot of techie stuff, inside guitar amps and stuff. It was just a lot of me talking. Mainly because I had a lot to say, but I know some of you tune in to get some of the more techie stuff. Now, I've actually filmed quite a bit more for this coming week's episode that's going to make it too long, so I've decided to put this extra video out for you guys to enjoy, kind of a Monday update type thing, and then you'll still have your video on Sunday. But yeah, let me show you what's going on. Right, let's crack on with this PR50. Long story, this amp was originally sold to a chap in, I want to say Belgium, but it might be Holland or the Netherlands. The amp was returned, and I've now sold it as B stock to a new customer. And what we offered to do was whoever bought it would get a brand new cabinet and speaker with it. Obviously, I've gone through the chassis and given it a full service, make sure it's okay. But we did notice that the faceplate did have some damage, so I did need to order a replacement plate, which is now turned up. Reason this has taken so long, partly because, I had to order a new plate, but also the customer requested it was delivered. It's going to be delivered next week, so I need to get this thing turned around now. And make sure it's all ready to go and sorted. So the plate has arrived, all looking good. Need to get that installed. We're going for the tuxedo look, so we're going to stick with the cream knobs, which I think always looks great. Some of these are, can I show you? That one's got a slight bit of damage there, so we'll give them a new, we'll replace any ones that aren't up to scratch. In fact, there's probably 2 or 3 there that need doing. And then we need to get the cabinet drilled, speaker fitted, and everything sorted, amp play tested, signed off, boxed up, and shipped off to him. So that's my first job to get done. But yeah, apart from that, nice and easy. So if anyone uses these F-style dual holders, which I use in nearly every single one of my amplifiers, you'll know that getting this nut done up is extremely frustrating. It's very difficult. It's an odd size, and because of the slanted front of the chassis, it's very difficult to get it done up tight. Thankfully, there's a chap in the States, and I'll try and put a link in the description, who sells a little angled spanner that gets in there perfectly. Look, can I bring you around and show you from this angle how good that is? And I've got 2 of these spanners, and they are an absolute lifesaver, because all you got to do is you come in and you tap, you come in and you tap, and that's it. That is how easy it is. And yes, it's still fiddly with your fingers, but it means you can do that nut up tight. How cool is that? Absolute monster of a lifesaver. Nice little small angled spanner designed for those nuts. Right, so that's the PR50 now done, all ready to go. It's been it's fully warmed up now. It's got a brand new speaker in, so just be aware that the speaker is yet to break in. So just working through that. I've got it mic'd up. I've got my Les Paul connected. P90 Les Paul, so I do apologise for any single coil hum that you hear. But let's see what it sounds like. Obviously, being a 50 watt amplifier, this thing is loud. So I've currently got the volume on the amp set at 2. Treble on 4.5, middle on 4, bass on 3. They're just the points where it starts to bloom. And a little bit of reverb to taste. So So a nice full sound there. Sounds great. I'm just going to connect up the looper so you can hear how this thing sounds with some proper playing. So I'll just start the looper off and then I'll increase the volume on the amp. Okay, let's find something else. And there you go. Wonderful, full, rich, deep cleans. And if you're brave enough, it will overdrive, but I'm not going to do it in the workshop now because I don't fancy destroying my hearing. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. Right, I've had a couple of cool things turn up for service, so I thought I'd run through with the current service list and show you where I'm up to. First one is this Tone King Sky King, an amazing amplifier, one of Mark Bartel's finest. Now this one's in for service and a few issues, we will get through that. The other one is one of my favourite amplifiers of all time, which is the Carr Rambler. Now, I've only ever seen the 1x12 version of this, but this is a 2x12, so I'm really interested to see how that sounds. Now, I don't know if we're going to get onto this amplifier this week, but when we do, I've got to show you the inside. It's phenomenal. It's proper point-to-point. So that's that. Two PR18s that came in for service. They're all done. That's the one that had the new Celestion A-type fitted. That one's done. And this one has turned up. Bit of solid state for you. A PV Studio Pro 112. Really nice amplifiers, actually. Great practice amps. They actually sound surprisingly good. This one, I think, was rescued from a skip. I can't quite remember what he said. But it did have some baffle damage and it was missing a speaker. So the customer has, quite impressively, replaced some cleats inside to stabilise the baffle, fitted a speaker, a Celestion Midnight 60, not a bad speaker to be honest, and has brought it in because the reverb doesn't work. Now kindly he printed off the schematic for me, which is always helpful. He did say he's tested the reverb tank inside, which seems to be okay. So we've got to find out what's wrong with this thing. Now, obviously they're not worth a lot of money, so we're not going to put too much effort into it, but if we can get it working, good job. So those three are new arrivals. What else have I got that I still need to get done? Got this Pro Reverb. Remember, this is the one that's blowing fuses. Haven't got round to actually looking at this one yet. It is in the queue. Customer is aware that I get to it when I get to it. So that was that one. I've got the Twin Reverb. This one that's been here for a while. This one's almost done, actually. Just got a couple more bits and pieces to do on it. And then the customer can have that back. He's been very patient, so I do appreciate that. And the main one is the Sound City 50 Plus that's been here for a while. The full recap's been done, but I'm still chasing down that hiss. I'm just trying to bring the noise floor down to an acceptable level, but every time I manage to find the cause of a hiss, it just like two more appear. It's really fighting me. All four channels seem to be hissing away. So yeah, we need to work on that. Need to get that done. But that's the repair list. On the build side, I've got an Ainsley Lister signature on the shelf out the back that's just waiting on a cabinet. I've got the Black Hawk and the Plexi 18 for Falk Music. Again, both of those waiting on cabinets. Got one of the Dexters to build. Got another PR35 to build. I'm going to do some live streaming on that one actually. And yeah, I've just pulled the chassis of the PR50 back out, just so I could double check some things inside before it goes out the door. So yeah, that's where we are at the moment. Handle has finally arrived for the red velvet Ainsley signature, all installed, looking great. Now this clip should have been on last week's video, but I'd already edited it and uploaded it before the handle had arrived. So yeah, it's a week behind, but you can see that's all done. Amp's looking good, very happy with it. Just about to box it up and get it shipped off to the Netherlands. All right, fine, I couldn't help myself. So I decided just to pull the chassis of the Carr Rambler just to make sure there's nothing immediately wrong with it and give it a quick visual check. So first thing I notice is the cabinet has got two Eminence Redcoat The Wizard speakers. Now, I can't remember if this is the stock speaker for a Rambler, but what I do know is these speakers do sound incredible. So what an excellent choice to go in this amplifier. So here's the chassis. Nice size transformers, power transformer, choke, output transformer, reverb transformer, reverb jacks. That's the speaker jack. Two 6L6s, and I think it's four 12AX7/ECC83s. So yeah, one thing I do want to point out is the size of this filter can. It's absolutely monstrous. I mean, that's easily got to be the largest filter can that I've ever come across. 1, 2, 3, 4.5 inches tall. That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But, you know, and what is it? Can we read what it is? 51 microfarad, 630 volt cap. Beast. So, let's have a look inside. And what do we have? So this particular chassis built October 31st. Was that Halloween? 2009. Oh, spooky. And it's typical Carr build quality and standard, which for some people looks like an absolute rat nest. For some people, it's a work of art. For servicing, it's not the best, I will be honest. But it's also not the most difficult, so I wouldn't worry about it. Carr famously doesn't use electrolytic caps, or all electrolytic caps, I should say. He uses these Solons for his filter caps, but they're not electrolytic, so they do last a lot longer, although they are eye-wateringly expensive. So fingers crossed one of these doesn't need replacing. But yeah, so we've got two strips, or two rows as we might call it, and then we've got all the wires and components zigzagging across. So this is a combination of point-to-point and more modern hand wiring. I mean, I'm not going to go into the full details of that because, you know, that is a bit boring, but you can certainly see it's a very different build style to how I like to do things, you know, with my centralized board with all my components on. Equally both as valid as long as you can keep these things quiet, which these things usually are. So yeah, fair play to him. But there you go, lots going on in the Carr Rambler. So I don't actually see anything immediately obvious with it, so I'm going to have to go back over my notes and see what the complaint was. But yeah, I mean, you can see these output valves, the bases have got a bit hot at some point, so maybe there's a biasing issue. Serial number 01268. So that's the Carr Rambler. If you're wondering what it sounds like, it's in the black panel style of tone, I think is a good way to describe it. We look at the front panel. Volume, treble, middle bass, 3-band EQ with reverb, 2-knob tremolo, and a pentatriad switch. So it's probably like a single channel Pro Reverb or Vibrolux Reverb, something like that. So, but yeah, really, really cool amplifier. Again, one of my favourites. Tonally, anyway. I mean, I certainly don't build like this, but Mr. Carr does, so yeah, hats off to him. But yeah, that's inside the car. Well, that's all we've got time for. Thank you very much for watching. I have noticed there's a couple of new subscribers to the channel, and some of you have signed up to become a member, which means, amongst other things, you get to see all of these videos earlier than everyone else. So thank you so much if you did sign up. For the rest of you, thank you very much for watching. You know I appreciate it. Please put all of your comments down below, give this video a thumbs up, hit the notification bell if you haven't already, and I shall catch you all on Sunday.